Good evening, viewers. We welcome you to today's news edition. First, let's take a quick look at the headlines. Rickman G. Momin re-elected as Meghalaya BJP president. BJP confident of strong performance in Meghalaya elections. UDP announces candidates for ADC elections. Meghalaya unveils first ever climbing wall at 6 Meghalaya Games. And Meghalaya Games torch reaches Johor. The news in detail. Rickman G. Momin has been re-elected as the state president of the Bharatiya Janata Party BJP Meghalaya during the ongoing Sangathan Parv 2024-25 event. The felicitation ceremony took place at the state BJP office, attended by Union Minister of State George Kurian and BJP National Secretary Anil Antony. During the event, it was also announced that A.L. Hek, Sanbor Shulai and Ernest Mauri have been elected as National Council members. Momin, in his address to the media, expressed his commitment to strengthening the party's presence in Meghalaya as he leads the BJP state unit.
In every political party, there is always a criticism, the leader. Even Modi ji has been criticized. So I'm nothing here, I'm only a state president. I have to organize the party and strengthen the party, that's all.
Yeah.
Anil Antony, BJP's Meghalaya in charge, expressed confidence in the party's upcoming district council election performance, citing significant progress under state president Rickman G. Momin. Antony praised Momin's leadership in strengthening the BJP's presence in the state and projected further gains in the next assembly elections. The party aims to expand its reach across all mandals and booths, and it's optimistic about surpassing its current tally of 2 MLAs. He also reaffirmed the importance of the BJP-NPP alliance within the NDA to advance the Prime Minister's vision for the North-East.
Has been earlier appointed only 1.5 years ago. And in this 1.5 years, the President has done commendable work in the state. The number of booths or booth penetration has increased almost 3 times under his leadership. And we are very sure that in the next 3 years under his leadership, we will have presence of the party in every mandal and booth across the state. And next state election, we will be having a much better performance, much bigger improvement than our 2 MLAs we have right now.
The United Democratic Party has officially announced its candidates for the upcoming MDC elections in the KHADC and JHADC. The list includes Lee Trevor S. Barre, who will be contesting from Jirang, Sinshar Kupa Roy Lingdot Thaba from Soyong, Anthony Kongwang from Nongshken, and Mayor Wan Pasi from Nangba Mintudu JHADC. The announcement was made by General Secretary Gemino Mautor in the presence of President Metba Lingdor. Speaking on the occasion, President Metba Lingdor emphasized the trust that the people have in the party and assured that the party takes this responsibility seriously.
It will not be the final list. We still have some, but very few. Very few. We are at the stage of basically verifying about all the, process and formalities which needs to be done from the those who are willing to contest and those forms which they have sent to us. So hopefully in a day or two the final list will be out.
Meghalaya's sports history reached a new milestone as the first ever climbing wall was inaugurated during the 6th Meghalaya Games. MUDA Chairman Wailat Miki Shila accompanied by other state officials. The event, a collaborative effort by the Meghalaya State Olympics Association and the Meghalaya Sports Climbing and Mountaineering Association, aims to boost the state's climbing potential, leveraging its natural topography. Sheila encouraged participants to embrace the opportunity and strive for success, hoping to make Meghalaya a powerhouse in sports.
I think this is also one of the history to be remembered in the days to come. That we were present in the inauguration of the first climbing wall during the 6th Meghalaya Games. So you have got this opportunity. So my request is, please don't waste it. Work hard.
65th Revival Conference of the Aceh Baptist Girma Novi concluded yesterday at Chen Kompara Baptist Church in Empati, Southwest Garo Hills District, with enthusiastic participation from regional believers. Held from January 16 to 19, the event featured powerful sermons by Reverend Dr. A.K. Lama, focusing on spiritual renewal, unity and faith strengthening. The conference included worship sessions, prayer meeting and revival programs, fostering spiritual rejuvenation and fellowship among attendees. The well-organized event was praised for its transformative impact on participants. Hostages have crossed into Israeli territory accompanied by the Israel Defense Forces and the Israel Securities Authority forces. The released hostages crossed the border into Israeli territory. The released hostages are currently on their way to an initial reception point in southern Israel, where they will undergo an initial medical assessment. The 3 released hostages have arrived at the initial reception point in southern Israel, where they will be reunited with their mothers. IDF medical officials are accompanying the released hostages during an initial medical assessment. IDF representatives are accompanying their families at the hospital.
Which has the potential of bringing back our hostages and also making sure Hamas won't be ever able to massacre Israelis like it did on October 7th. Peace won't prevail if Hamas is allowed to rearm and regroup. The Middle East has changed. The Iranian radical regime still constitutes the biggest threat to our region, but it has lost Lebanon, Syria, and Gaza. With enough international pressure, we can make sure it stops its quest for nuclear weapons. I'd like to thank the Indian government for supporting our right for self-defense, and we especially appreciate the overwhelming support of the Indian people.
The Meghalaya Games torch arrived in Juwai today, completing a 360-kilometer journey from Tura, passing through Nongstoin and Shillong in just 18 hours. The torch was warmly welcomed at Lumkiriang Community Hall by Juwai MLA Wailat Miki Sheila, MSOA President John Karshiying, General Secretary F. Parriott and other distinguished guests. Away from the hustle and bustle of city life lies the quaint village of Noron under Maukinrao C NRD block. It is here that a football prodigy, Piba Kaur Liting, gained attention as she showed off her football skills. Here is a report.
Old is a student of class 7 at the Noron Presbyterian Upper Primary School. It is at her front yard where she learned to get her feet moving and to control the ball, combining movements that left onlookers in awe. She often plays with her relatives and later a local footballer. Pendaplang Warmali helped Piba Kaur Liting refine her skills. A fan of footballer Cristiano Ronaldo, Liting said she loves to play football and is looking forward to play in Shillong.
Cùng chơi Shillong, một tuần nào mình lại cài football. Bên sư lại cài cùng tôi.
Pendaplang Warmali said that if she gets the proper training at Football Academy, Liting will be able to represent the state and the country.
Idea sắp tới là đón là te ngadon hi musim iba inang ba nganang pan khamjen penjanashu ya kasap ka ba iladon I shachim ya skill jong Ronaldo wala impat la Henry in iong bangan nangyay persiang.
Her mother, Phylin Liting, said that she saw her daughter's interest in football as early as 4 years old. She is determined to allow her daughter to play football.
Nado bay dang saus nem garata I sajale kai merwe ure kimto ta dadon pat ke por ke bay laj yele kai pat ki parakhna hangni ya plau ngapen slur be yi ngam ju khang le ki bagi kwa ban yek le kai football na mar banga I ba I thrang si chana do man sim.
With a passion for football and the support of her family and local mentors, Depi Bakor's journey is just the beginning. If given the right opportunities and training, she has the potential to achieve great things in the world of football, inspiring many along the way. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 15 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 25 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 52%. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature was 7.2 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 16.1 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 70%. Meanwhile, in July, the minimum temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature was 21 degrees Celsius, and the relative humidity is 44%. And the forecasts in Tura and Juwai say that dry weather is likely at most places, whereas for Shillong, light to moderate rain and shallow to moderate fog is likely at isolated places. Before we wrap up, here are the headlines once again. Rikmanji Momin re-elected as Meghalaya BJP president. BJP confident of strong performance in Meghalaya elections. UDP announces candidates for ADC elections. Meghalaya unveils first ever climbing wall at 6 Meghalaya Games. And Meghalaya Games torch reaches Joy. Well, viewers, that is all we have for you from our newsroom this evening. We will be back tomorrow at the same time with new updates. Till then, have a good night.